Hey, Truck, I'm an engineer on a major 15 billion USD data center construction for OpenAI and Oracle, and I can, boots on the ground, confirm that these people are running out of money. For a good half year, I thought it was an infinite money glitch, but now your comments make much more sense as they started cutting out so much scope and trying to cut costs wherever they can. A few months after getting a basketball hoop for our construction trailer. They cheaped out after the basketball hoop? At least you got the hoop. Brother, not only am I very interested in what you're saying, I would love for you to DM me on Discord, ideally with some proof of your job, and I would love to talk to you and get more information. This would be something I'm interested in talking more about. However, I think I can riff off what you're saying here, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, maybe some of you are, we've advertised Anthropic on the pod. I'm a Claude user, but I'll just say it. If you use Claude, and I think this happens with OpenAI too, they have been rate limiting, bro. In recent weeks even, they've been giving you less quality for the same dollar. The thing thinks less, and it's because the bill is coming due. It's because every person was getting the Movie Pass experience, the Uber experience, where it's like they were getting more than they were paying. So of course they liked it. It's like the Movie Pass where you get 15 tickets for the price of one. It's like, well, this is a pretty good service, but it doesn't make any money. It doesn't make any sense. So Claude and OpenAI and not yet Gemini. That's why I think, God help me, I think Google's gonna be the monopoly on search and the monopoly on AI later on. I literally think consumer AI is gonna end up in fucking Google's pocket because they have so much money to blow that they're gonna be able to keep it ad-free and better quality longer than everyone else. I legitimately think that's like their biggest advantage, is they can just burn more money. But I think Claude was the best one, but right now they're sort of in shitifying. Like they're all in shitifying a bit to save money. They're like trying to hide it. Basically, you'll like ask it a question and then it'll try to guess whether or not it can get away with not thinking at all. And 90% of the time it does. So it'll route it to a weaker model and it'll just like fucking shit out an answer with no thought. And it just hopes you don't notice or care. But that's what humans do. So how is it better? It's supposed to be better than a human. That's what humans do, bro. So yeah, a lot of people are complaining though. And what's weird is you could even consider it. I mean, obviously the terms of service probably cover their ass, but it's a bit of like a breach of contract. It's a bit of like a bait and switch because they are operating off of a subscription model, not a like pay per use model. So technically you bought maybe a year supply or you bought the yearly subscription when it was a certain quality. You were like implicitly promised a certain level of thing, and then they cut it back after you've already paid. So people are like angry about that. I mean, it's a very interesting discussion, but especially, I gotta be honest with you. I mean, like clearly, especially among workplaces, the demand is there. They can't fulfill the demand, but the workplaces can pay the higher prices, and they probably will. If AI were to be charging at cost, what it actually costs, I think regular people would not pay for it, because it would be very expensive at current levels. It's not worth it at that price for most people, but businesses would. And so I think that's why OpenAI has been pivoting all the business clients. My company has 25K employees and they pay for Copilot and shove it down our throats daily. The thing about Copilot is it just fucking sucks on all levels. Like at least with Claude, it's like the old one was relatively useful. I mean, it had some value, but Copilot sucks, bro. The only reason your company is using Copilot is because they're cheap. It's because Microsoft is giving insane discounts to allow it, and it's included with the larger Office deal that your company already has. It's like why companies use Teams over Slack or whatever. It's because they're cheap. It's because they already had a deal with Microsoft for Office, and they're like, well, we'll throw in this. And every company executive is being tasked by like the CEO to be like, you need to do more with AI. Get everybody to do more with AI. Get the employees to get all future forward on AI. And so if they can do that while saving money using Copilot, they will. And that's what, but Copilot sucks, so it's not effective. Don't you think business need even more compute to process all requests? Yeah, they do. Everyone needs more compute. That's why, I mean, I don't think they're gonna slow down on building data centers, but the companies that are building them now can't afford them. So it'll be someone else probably. I mean, there's clearly demand, like every time the models get better, the demand spikes even higher, especially from companies. They're using infinite tokens, bro. So it's interesting. I mean, I don't know. It's a weird dynamic, but it's hard to tell because everything is priced under its cost right now. So you can't get a true idea of like, is there a viable business at the current market dynamic right now? Clearly it's useful to some people. Clearly it has some value, but people are judging it based on the price, which is not real. Claude Code is an insane discount. You're renting a GPU at 10 of its cost. Yeah, 100%. I mean, again, it's like early Uber. It's like early Uber when you can get a ride anywhere in the city for $5. That's so far long ago. Maybe some of you guys weren't even around. It's like 2014. But in 2014, you could get an Uber and it would go anywhere for $5. It was incredible. Early days of Netflix had every single movie and TV show you could want for like $6, $7. The early days of food delivery, there was a company called Sprig that I talk about. Incredible burritos and cookies and everything, freshly baked, delivered for like $4. It was insane. Like all this shit was VC money subsidized, and AI is the most gigantic VC subsidy ever. There's never been more money pumped into it, and there's these companies all competing to keep the price low. Nepal is pivoting towards AI data centers now. Bro, so is Allbirds. I'll believe it when I see it, dude. Everyone everywhere is pivoting to AI data centers because it's an easy way to get money. If you just say the word AI data center, someone will throw you a check, bro. Whether or not they're actually going to build it and it'd be useful and at cost, like to really build them, you need a lot of energy, which is actually where America is getting limited. We're throwing up a bunch of AI data centers that we can't even turn on. America does not have enough energy to support them. We can't turn them on, bro, without fucking breaking the grid. We off the grid. Well said. Hey, Chuck, I have a question. Do you think that given the current demand for AI and the power and energy it requires, is developing new specialized chips like TPUs can bring down the overall cost and make companies switch from traditional GPUs? Or the companies not switch because they have crazy commitments to Nvidia? Yeah, of course. You know what's funny is there was an interview recently with Dwarkesh Patel and Jensen Huang, the CEO of Nvidia. And Dwarkesh asked a similar question. And the contempt, the fucking disgust with which Jensen said TPUs... Tensor processing units, I guess, can do some things okay. Like from his POV, they're dog shit. Listen, having worked at Nvidia, I'll just tell you, the real advantage of the Nvidia GPU is not that someone can't come along and make something that is more performant on a price per watt thing. It's that it has CUDA. It has this essentially like programming language for AI on the GPUs. It's the software. And that stuff is tied to NVIDIA GPUs, and that's what everybody learns on. And so that lock-in, which was designed like 10 years ago, I mean, it's an insane level of foresight from Jensen that I was able to benefit from financially. It's like an incredible moat. Big A, is it bad that my peers are extending and pretending graduating by either getting a master's, delaying graduation to try and get jobs or internships? Because there's situations that make me feel guilty for finding a job during graduation, even though I did pivot from comp sci to GIS. Is this just a long flex? Is this whole post just a flex on your friend that you have a job and they don't? Jesus Christ, bro. Don't feel guilty for getting a job. That's insane. What, you should have bombed the interview so that what are you talking about? You just got a job after, and I don't blame them for trying to do the pretty standard thing in like a recessionary job environment, which is they go back to school or they find some other way to opt out of the bad labor market to stay busy and keep their skills evolved. It's a normal thing to do. I'm not saying it's got a guaranteed success rate, but I'm just saying it happens relatively frequently. Hey, Truck, all my friends are broke, but I have millions of dollars. I feel bad for them that they're poor. It's basically the same question, bro. Basically the same question. What should I do? Did you see AI creeping into physical 3D art, ceramics, cooking paintings through machines? Yes, dude. In fact, again, I found this out through my wife, who is she's an avid cosplay prop designer, both personally and professionally. She has a 3D printer that is always working in her studio back there, and she's making a Millennium staff, all right? But she was like talking with other props designers on Discord or whatever, and one of them said, yeah, AI is getting fucking crazy. It can 3D model things based on a photograph. And Ari was like, I don't believe you. I don't think that it can do that. Like, it's probably not well, right? And then they're like, test it. So Ari sent a photo of this. I can't find the exact photo, but essentially it is the Flat Fuck Friday Gator. She sent a photo of the Flat Fuck Friday Gator, okay? Just this photo, flat still image. And then her friend fed it into AI and it sent her back a perfect 3D model generated of the Flat Fuck Friday Gator. And then she fed it into her printer. Bro, look at this. Look at this, dude. It's crazy. He's a flat fuck. This is off a photo. I don't know why it's going to be huge. No, I mean, it's crazy. It really is crazy. So she was like, damn, that's scary. That's what she said. She said, damn scary. Because that's crazy. I feel like, because I saw the 3D model on her computer in Rhino or whatever, and it looked good. And it's like, to make that would be hard and take time. It's just crazy, man. And it did it in like a second. It really is. I mean, it's impressive, but it's scary. It's weird. I mean, all this stuff is advancing so fast, man.